Well, hello, welcome back to the Servant-Minded Leadership channel. My name is John and I'm welcoming you here today. This is not the first time I have recorded this video. I'm going to re-record it now for the fourth time. And it's not because I messed up a word, it's not because I want to look pretty, it's because I really want this video to be just right. Maybe there's been a time in your professional or personal life where you've put a lot of time, a lot of energy into something. You had great motives and intentions, you might have had clear-cut goals, and yet despite all of that, it didn't really work the way you wanted it to. And in fact, at the end, it really just felt like a lot of wasted time, and maybe you felt like a carpenter that's really trying to get a nail in the board. And it doesn't matter how many times you twist that screwdriver, that nail just won't go in. Maybe you feel like the carpenter that recognized the error, so you went and got a screw, but it was a hex nut screw. And so because you didn't have the right ratchet, still didn't work. Having the wrong tools can really have a negative impact on our productivity. And I want to make sure this video is the right tool for you, because if you're a leader, this is very, very important. Now, there's a lot of different ways I can go with this, all right? We could talk about ownership, we could talk about alignment, we can talk about just finding good resources, and all those I think are very valid. In fact, we might do other videos on all of those, but what I really want to focus on as we kind of look at this today is internally, right? It starts with us. It starts with us as the leader, and we have to ask ourselves, am I the best? Now, I don't mean, am I the best? No, that's not what I mean. I mean that there's a lot of things that we hold on to, that we want to do because we think if we want them done right, it's up to us, and we are not the best tool. We are a screwdriver trying to get a nail in the board, all right? And we want it done. We want it done right. We know we can trust ourselves. We've all heard the saying, if you want it done right, do it yourself. But we're not the best. And here is where so many leaders go radically wrong, because we often bring people around us and to us, and we hire with a mentality of, I need to be the best, and everybody else needs to be just good enough that they can't quite keep up with me. Now, of course, no one is going to say that out loud. None of us are going to be like, all right, hiring, looking for someone who's just not quite as good as me. We're not going to put that on the job description, but that's what we want. Our ego wants that. Our ego wants to be fed, and the best way to feed our ego is for us to bring people around us that have to come to us and say, Mrs. So-and-so, what would you like me to do? How should I do that? What would you do in this case? Mr. So-and-so, I'm not certain how to do that, but I could sure learn a lot from you. And we want to feel important. We want to be able to say things like, stick with me, kid, you'll do great things. But as leaders, we should not be the best. In fact, great leaders have the right tools. Now, I hate to reduce our team to the idea of inanimate objects like tools, but the reality is all of us are in some way skilled in a specific area. And you and me can't be skilled in everything. I'm sorry, we can't. It doesn't work, okay? We might be sort of good at a lot of things, but when you want to grow, you want to flourish, you want your business to blossom, you want to have a legacy, you and I cannot be all things to all people, all right? I've had many people ask me to start a podcast. I would love to start a podcast. I would enjoy talking with people. I would enjoy serving our leadership community in a new way, but I don't have the bandwidth to do all the back-end stuff. Could I? Oh, I'm sure I could learn. But would I be the best at it? I wouldn't. I simply wouldn't. It would be great. And if somebody wants to start a podcast and they're good at the back end stuff, I would love to partner with them. But until that happens, I'm not the best. And as long as I am unwilling to partner with anybody, I would be doing a disservice. I'd have to put in all kinds of time and energy and just frustration trying to produce something that wouldn't yield the results. It is what it is. As leaders, we're always going to have a choice. Are we willing to get the right tools? As your business grows, you're going to need outside influence that is smarter, that is better, that is more equipped to do the various things that need to be done. You can't be an accountant forever. You might have done your own taxes for the business for years. If your business is going to grow, you're going to have to cut that out. You're going to need new HR people. You're going to need, depending on what business you're in, you're going to need new ops staff. You're going to need new quality assurance people. All of the different departments, we as leaders can't be all of it. And we need the right tools. We will never accomplish great things unless we have great tools in place. And that starts by bringing great people into our lives. So, what's our conclusion today? Well, our conclusion is very simple. We at the Servant-Minded Leadership Channel want to be a tool in your arsenal. Now, I'm not trying to make a pitch. Yes, I'd love to come serve your organization, but for now, just subscribe to the channel, huh? This is a no-cost tool in your belt that we believe could be very beneficial as you seek to grow in your influence and your impact as a leader. Why? Our mission at the Servant-Minded Leadership Channel is to empower leaders like you to change the world.